Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Juliet. Before I begin the video, right, can you guys just see the fact that it's snowing in March? Like, I mean, it's beautiful, but it's snowing in March. Why is it snowing? We don't need you, snow. But yeah, so due to this, I'm feeling very lazy. It's cold and ain't nobody got time for effort, okay, to to be making a lot of effort in terms of doing makeup video or something like that. So I thought I would do something very relaxing. I'll do a story time, which is what I'm a bag, yeah, okay, the English is not coming. In this video today I'm going to be talking about my worst date ever. So story time video. Guys, please get yourself some drinks, get yourself some snacks, get comfortable, okay, get comfortable, and yeah, let's get right into it. So my worst date ever began with me meeting some guy on Instagram. So I met this guy on Instagram, we were talking, we kicked it off, we got to know each other's names, siblings, how many siblings we have, where we live, what we're into, the usual. Yeah, so we got to know each other. It was all good, it was all nice, and then he asked me for my number. So I gave him my number, we got talking, and then he started FaceTiming me all the time. So he would constantly FaceTime me, and I liked what I saw. I thought, he's cute. And one thing that I am very like, this is one of my biggest requirements: you have to be tall. When I meet a guy, he has to be tall. So I asked this guy, how tall are you? And he said 5'8". There's nothing wrong with guys who are 5'8" when it comes to small girls like me. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to date one, because I like guys who are like 6'4" or 6'1", or 5'11", but that's pushing it a little bit still. That's kind of pushing it. But I was like, okay, cool, 5'8". Let me not be too judgmental. Let me just go and see. He might be really nice. So you never know. So yeah, like I said, I'd FaceTime this guy all the time, and it looked all good. So he asked me to go on a date with him. So I said yes. Then the next day, when we're talking on FaceTime, when we're talking on FaceTime, he was like, I've got a friend and he wants to come with me, so you bring your friend as well. And I was like, okay, yeah, like, why not? So I brought my friend along, and we got ready, and then we asked them to meet us in town. So they were coming from another town, so the train station was in town, as in where the shopping centre was. So it only made sense for all of us to meet in town. When we were in town, me and my friend were walking down to meet them, and my friend spotted them first. So she pulled me. So I was like, what the hell? And she was like, Juliet. And I was like, what? And she's like, we can't meet these guys. Guys, sorry, just a disclaimer. I'm so sorry. It's not a disclaimer, but I'm just saying I'm really sorry that I'm saying a lot of likes. I say like a lot. It's my way of saying, it's just my pauses. It's my pause. Yeah. So anyway, let's get back into the story. Let's get back to the story. That's what I meant to say. The English is really not coming out today. It's a struggle, but it's okay. So anyway, so she pulled me aside and she was like, Juliet. And I was like, what? And she was like, we can't meet these guys. And I said, what? And she's like, can you not see what I'm seeing? So I looked down the shopping centre and I see these two small boys. And I was like, that can't be them. That's not them. She was like, yes, it is. And I said, no, that's not them. I rang him to see if that was them, yeah. And he picked up the phone and it was them. And I was like, no. As in, these guys were so small, they looked like little boys. And my friend was like, so this is what you brought me out of my house to do? Like, so you brought me out of my house for this? I said, am I supposed to know? Like, how was I supposed to know that they would be small? So clearly he wasn't even 5'8". He was definitely like 5'6". It was so, well, it was a shock. But my friend was like, no, I'm not going, I'm going home. And I pulled her and I was like, no, we have to go, come on, we have to go on a date with them. They've really travelled. That is just so dreadful. We cannot allow them to come here and they didn't do what they came here to do. So cool. So we end up approaching them and we're speaking. We're like, oh hi guys, blah blah blah. And so we started walking. We went to, and then they were like, oh, where do you guys want to go? And then my friend was like, oh, let's go Nando's. And I was like, yeah, actually I don't mind Nando's. So we went to Nando's. I was sitting next to the guy that I was talking to. She was sitting next to the guy that she was talking to. I was really in shock, so I didn't really want to converse like that. So he started talking to me, and the thing that hit me, yeah, I don't know if it was the breath or the fact that he was just so close. So I mean, I don't like people coming into my personal space, but his breath, yeah, my lord, his breath was so hot. It was so hot. I thought I was in an oven. I was like, ugh, what is? And it stank. Like, it just smelled so bad. So I just felt hot air. Just one heater next to my face, and it's just smelling. And I was like, oh Lord. So you know the most when someone is just breathing as well. And I was like, Lord, please. Like, how did I end up in this? So he was talking, and I was just, why are you talking so much? Just close your lips. It just stank. Like, his breath stank. And I was just like, oh my God. He was just doing the most. He was just talking, and I was just thinking, please stop talking. But I didn't want to be rude. I just had to firm it. I was thinking, Lord, please have mercy on me. This guy's breath was just doing the most. I was thinking, this is why you have to be careful when you meet people on FaceTime, you know, because you never know what you're meeting, especially when you meet them for the first time. I didn't want to be judgmental, so obviously that's the reason why I went on, like, I carried on the day, and I didn't want to be rude as well. But how are you leaving your house with a hot breath? I don't understand. And the thing that really burned me the most is the fact that I went out and I went out my way to look really good, and then I go and I'm sitting next to hot breath. That just doesn't make sense to me. It just wasn't making sense. That whole time when he was talking, I didn't want to look at his face. I couldn't do it. I couldn't look at his face. But then I thought, let me look at him properly. I turned and I looked at him, and I could not believe what I was seeing. This guy had one big ass bogey, like a big white bogey in his nose. And it was just, I was thinking, ugh, I want to be sick. Why do you have a big bogey in your nose when you've come to see a girl, please? Why do you have a big bogey in your nose? I don't understand. Couldn't you just get some tissue, clean your nose before you leave the house? It was so gross. And I realized that when he was talking, it would move in and out. It would move in and out of his nose. So I think my friend realized as well, because she was just like, oh. So after we finished eating, they said that they wanted to go somewhere else. My friend was like, no, let's just leave it here. She was saying, let's leave it here. And I thought, nah, like, they're right. They literally traveled down. We can't just go out to eat for like 30 minutes to 1 hour, sorry, and then leave them to go home. They've really traveled, so we need to make the most of it. So anyway, I had cinema tickets on me. So I said, oh, guys, let's go to the cinema. Nobody has to pay. I've got cinema tickets, so let's just go. So them lot were up for it. My friend was just like, Jimmy, yeah. And I was like, girl, let's just go. Like, come on. So we went to the cinema, and I can't remember what movie we picked, but we went into the cinema anyway. This guy was sitting next to me, right? And he put his hands down his pants, and he just kept scratching away. He was scratching away. Do you know how disgusting that is? Why are you scratching your balls? And then he had the audacity to put his hand in the, you know, the bit where, like, the armrest. Like, he put his hand there, and I was just thinking, please. So I just ignored that, and I was watching my movie. Then this guy went, so, are you liking the movie? And I was thinking, if you don't move your head yet, your breath is already smelling. Why are you bringing it next to me? And he was trying to find ways to try and make it all, like, romantic. I was like, oh, stop. You've got a bogey in your nose moving in and out, first of all. Your breath is hot. You scratched your ball sack, and you're trying to speak into my face. Like, what are you doing? Like, he was trying to kiss me. I was like, oh, please, like, stop. Like, I'm just trying to watch this movie. So every minute this guy would just be like, yeah, so are you liking the movie? And I'm just thinking, you're making me suffer. So I just ignored that, and I was just getting into the movie. I was like, enjoying the movie. Then the movie finished, and obviously he didn't get what he wants. So I think him and his friend decided that it's a good idea to go into the toilet and do whatever they needed to do. Okay, cool. So they got up, they went to the toilet, and me and my friend were like, wow. My friend said the other guy's breath was just doing the most as well. But she was just like minding her business, and whenever he was trying to get close to her, she'd just be like, stop it. But I'm not that type of person. I'm not so forward. So we left the cinema. We left that theater. We came out, and then yeah. So we came out, and then them lot came out of the toilet because they went to the toilet, and he didn't even pull up his trousers. His trousers were still down, and I was thinking, what is this boy doing? They literally looked like two 10-year-olds. It was just so embarrassing, and I couldn't deal. So anyway, so he eventually pulled up his pants. So as he was pulling up his pants, he breathed, and the bogey went flying out of his nose. No over exaggerating, I swear to God, the bogey flew out of his nose. It flew out. The bogey flew out. I could not believe it. Was so gross. I was like, me and my friend were both like, oh my God, that is so disgusting. I was like, ew. The bogey came out, and then he pulled up his trousers. I didn't think he saw it because he stepped on it and walked off with his friend. And me and my friend were just both like, ew, my God. We walked to the cinema. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that. We walked to the cinema, and it took like 40 minutes to walk there. These guys did not have enough money for the bus after paying for the Nando's. I was thinking, why would you come on a date knowing that you don't have enough money? But anyway, if that wasn't the icing on top of the cake, yeah, we started walking back to town to walk them back to the train station, yeah, so that they could go home. So we got really close to the train station, and there was some bushes, yeah. Bear in mind, this guy has just gone to the toilet when we were back in the cinema, right? So he goes, I need to go to the toilet. And I'm like, but there's no toilets around here until we get to the train station. He was like, I'm bursting. And I was like, no. Listen, nigga, like, we need to go to the train station. Then you can do whatever you need to do. He was like, no, I need to let it out. I was like, like, we're down a busy street. You can't be going to the toilet right at this very moment. There's nowhere to go. This guy ignored what I said, yeah. Walked to the bushes and whipped out his ting and started weeing in the bush. In the middle of the road, imagine. Me and my friend were both like, oh my God. Wow. He weed, did his thing, pulled up his trousers, and imagine those cars coming, people just staring at him. It was just, the whole thing was just shambles, was just a disaster. I could not believe I got dressed for such to meet little boys who are just so immature and childish. They were giggling the whole time. It was just so embarrassing. We walked them to the train station, and my friend was like, Juliet, I'm never trusting you. Like, I'm never trusting you, like, to set me up with anyone. And I said, girl, if you think I knew that he was going to be 5'6", his friend was going to be like 5'7", and they were both going to be childish. I mean, the height is a big deal to me, yeah. But I believe that was the worst day ever. I don't think it could have gone any worse than that. Bogey, hot breath, and just short, childish, and just doing the most. It was so disgusting. And like, the moment I got home, I swear, this guy tried to talk to me, and I mean, I wasn't being hostile or anything. I was talking normally, but eventually kind of got the point that I wasn't interested, and before I knew it, I was blocked and deleted. So I wasn't trying to be childish and do that in the first place, but you know, he did this thing. He helped me out. So that was basically the worst date I have ever had. When it comes to FaceTime and meeting guys online, you have to be so careful. I would say that I've learned my lesson, but I really haven't, because I've had other worst dates. But I think that one was like the worst date. But guys, I just wanted to also say that I've dyed my hair. As you guys can see, this is my natural hair. I decided to dye it. I don't even know what color it's supposed to be. It's like a gingery color. I don't know, but I used some blonde dye to dye it. And yeah, like, I just hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below, and I hope to see you in my next video. All in all, be careful when you're walking on the snow. Be very, very careful. It's icy outside, and wrap up warm. Yeah, see you in my next video. Bye.